Mga 20 minutes na tayo magla-live ngayon kasi meron akong gustong i-share sa inyong mga kabibig dyan at sana nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan ngayon. I was so shocked watching this particular video right now. Trending na trending ito sa TikTok. Pinag-uusapan ito sa TikTok ngayon. And they're asking if naging collateral ba ang Pilipinas para makuha ang mga assets ng mga Marcos. Naku, hindi to galing sa akin ha. May napanood lang akong video. It's an interview video ng sikat na geopolitical consultant na si Dr. David S. Uwalalu, a geopolitical consultant. It's about a deal regarding frozen assets. Totoo kaya ito mga sinasabi niya? Baka another paninira na naman ito kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Napanood niyo ba ang video mga kabibig? Hindi niyo pa napanood? Gusto niyo bang panoorin ang video kung saan may mapasabog ang isang geopolitical analyst? O, diba? Tungkol sa bakit palaging bumabiyahe ang ating Pangulo. Nako, mga kabibig. Nawindang ako Pero maybe this is just all political analysts thinking and understanding the situation. Okay, panoorin natin mga kabibig ha. Okay, just wait. Let's just wait and see. Wait muna, hindi yan. I-share ko sa inyo ang video. Tapos gusto ko kayo ang manood para baka sabihin nyo gawa-gawa ko lang. Ito ha. Wait muna. Ito yung video. Gusto kong ipanood.
Leader. Like, how can you trust that?
Okay.
Philippines just flipped.
Yeah.
We just flipped Philippines now. So Philippines is going with the US against China.
Again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Philippines just flipped.
Yeah.
We just flipped Philippines now. So Philippines is going with the US against China.
Philippines is going with US against China. Ito yung ito yung nakikita niyang problema ngayon. Ito pa.
Philippines, because remember, during Duterte, Duterte moved towards China.
Yeah.
Marcos Bongbong,
that's
his nickname. After his visit to the US, now he's being flipped. And I bet you this, during the visit, some arrangement has been made.
During the visit daw, some arrangement has been made. So anong arrangement ba ang nangyari? After his visit to the US, now he is being flipped. And I bet this, during the visit, some arrangement has been made. Hala, anong arrangement? Continue.
And you know what it's about? His family assets.
Ang arrangement pala is all about the family asset. Because they were frozen in the US. So, he just flipped. Totoo kaya ito? Kasi ang analysis nila, during sa panahon ni Duterte, si Duterte ay nakipagkaibigan sa China. Tapos, so stable na yung friendship na yon. Tapos yung pagdating ni Marcos, biglang nag-flipped. Wherein, si Marcos nakipagkaibigan sa Amerika. And after ng visit ni Marcos sa Amerika, may mga arrangement na nangyari doon. Ang tanong nitong taong ito, and you know what it's about? His family assets. Because they were frozen in the US. So, kailangan niyang mag-flip. Kailangan niyang mag-against sa China para let it go, frozen. Nako!
Because they were frozen in the US. So, it just flipped.
Yeah.
I just did a video on it. On
well, and honestly, how can you trust anybody whose assets are frozen in the United States who's a leader? Like, how can you trust that?
That's true.
Yun ha. Nakita nyo na ha ang video. Nakita nyo na ang video ha. So, I don't know. Hello, Kabibig. Good evening. Shout out po sa mga OFW. Palagi ako nanood sa iyo, Kabibig. God bless you from Japan. Salamat, Pangga Mercy, for watching this video. So, nakita nyo na, ito ay isang video lamang na nakita ko sa Twitter at gusto kong i-share sa inyo. Ano ba ang inyong komento tungkol dito? Sabi ng mga netizen dito ha, ito daw ay si Dr. David S. Olalu, a geopolitical consultant. At meron siya mga binahagi na maybe this is a reliable source or nakuha lang niyang mga impormasyon galing sa mga taong nakapaligid sa pag-visit ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa US at nalaman niya kung ano talaga ang totoong pakay ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos doon. Kaya agad daw nag-flip ang ideya, nag-flip agad si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na against China na ngayon instead of US. Kasi ang plano daw di umano, I'm not sure, pero sabi ni Dr. David na geopolitical consultant na meron ng ginawang arrangement sa US para yung frozen asset ng mga Marcos ay ma-let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Ganon. Naku, Kabibig. Hi, magandang gabi from Bacoor, Cavite. Pastor Cabeloy, sana natakbo siyang pagkasenador from Choi Choi. Hello, Choi Choi. Thank you for watching. Hi po, magandang gabi from Bacoor, Cavite. Hello. Thank you for watching this live. Hindi tayo super mga 1 hour mag-live tayo. Hindi po. We're just having some short live para kumustahin ko ang mga friendship ko dito. Hello, Elsie Adaman. Choi Choi, thank you for watching. Pangga Mercy, thank you for watching. And don't forget to share this video. So, ano ang inyong komento tungkol dito? Totoo kaya na ang Pilipinas ay naging collateral para makuha ang mga frozen assets ng mga Marcos sa USA? What do you think, mga Kabibig? I just want to know your opinion regarding this particular issue right now. Kung totoo man ito, nako. So it means binenta ang ating bansa. So it means walang pakialam si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos kundi ang kanilang frozen assets para makuha sa US para meron ng arrangement ang nangyari daw di umano. Panoorin nyo again ang video, ha? Para klarong-klaro ba? Para hindi, ay si Kabibig, making stories. Hindi, gusto ko lang panoorin nyo ulit ang video, ha? Sige, ito na talaga. Wait. View ba? O sige ha, panoorin natin. Okay.
Did a video on it.
When?
Philippines just flipped.
Yeah.
Bumaliktad ang Pilipinas.
Philippines now. So Philippines is going with the US against China. Philippines. Because remember, during Duterte, Duterte moved towards China.
Yeah.
Marcos Bongbong,
that's
his nickname. After his visit to the US, now he's being flipped. And I bet you this, during the visit, some arrangement has been made.
Oh, yan ha. During sa pagbisita sa US, may mga arrangement na nangyari na sila lang ang nakakaalam. Na sila lang ang merong access nito. Pero hindi alam ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na may mga tao din na nakiki-observe lang, kumukuha ng mga impormasyon para pasabugin, para ibulgar kung ano talaga ang pakay. Ang pakay niya sa USA. Ito pala. I don't know, I'm not sure. Pero sabi nito ng isang geopolitical analyst, naku, ito pa.
Made.
Sure.
And you know what it's about? His family assets.
Pamilya, ang pera. Pera lang pala. So, ibig umupo siyang presidente dahil lang sa pera? Para makuha ang pera? Ang mga frozen assets sa USA? Ipinagkalulong ang Pilipinas? Tinalikuran ng China? Kinalaban ng China? It's because of the frozen assets sa America? Naku. Well, dapat sagutin doon ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, it's because it's trending right now. Diba? Because they were frozen in the US, so he just flipped. Bumaliktad siya. Ano naman makukuha niya sa China? Diba? yung tawag doon, ano ba ako sa China? Ay, oo nga. Oh, pwede naman siyang kumambi sa China para pag-usapan ng West Philippine Sea, para walang sigalot sa West Philippine Sea. Ano bang mas importante, magkaroon ng sigalot sa West Philippine Sea o itong frozen asset nila sa USA? Kung kayo mga kabibig, ano bang importante sa inyo? Ang Pilipinas or frozen assets? Kapakanan ng Pilipinas or ang frozen assets? Na, kayo na talaga makasagot yan. Kung totoo man itong sinasabi ng taong ito, duha-duha tayo ba, mag-isip-isip tayo. Ayaw nga, no? Ano ba? Ano ba nasa US? Diba? Oo nga, ang daming mga ngayon, mga EDCA sites sa Pilipinas. Imagine, super duper dami. For what? What's the purpose? Are we on the battleground right now? Nagpe-prepare na ba tayo ng World War III? Diba?
Because they were frozen.
Yeah.
In the US. So it just flipped.
Yeah.
I just did a video on it.
Well, and honestly, how can you trust anybody whose assets are frozen in the United States who's a leader? Like, how can you trust that?
That's true.
Yan na mga kabibig, ang aking latest levak-levak. Hi! Maganda ng accent mo. Iba lang tatlong anak niya. Ay, ano po? Maganda po ba ang accent ko? Salamat! Healthy Lifestyle Moy. Thank you for watching. Ganda ng accent mo. Iba ang tatlong anak. Ibala pala. Akala kong ano. So, yun na nga mga kabibig. How are you able to understand sa nangyayari ngayon? Diba? Ang tanging komento na ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos tungkol sa West Philippine Sea, hindi tayo magpapadikta sa ibang bansa. Pero how come we have a lot of EDCA sites? Kabibig, asan ka ngayon? Nasa Davao City ka ba ngayon? Dahil nandiyan ngayon ang mga vlogger sa Davao City dahil gabi-gabi ang SMNI sa Manila sa naman. Wala ako sa Davao. If only I can go to Davao, or if only I can join you people in sa prayer rally for Pastor Apollo Kibuloy, I will join you. It's because I do believe that everyone has the right to express their freedom of speech, freedom of how they believe, and naintindihan naman natin kung ano ay pinaglalaban ng mga taong ito. For how many years they're spending with Pastor Kibuloy? Kasi pag masamang tao si Pastor Kibuloy, madami na sanang mga supporters na umalis sa kanya. Madami sanang hindi lang ngayon nagsalita, kundi noon pa. Ang tagal-tagal ng itong KOJC, ang tagal-tagal na yan. Kung sana sa panahon ni Noynoy Aquino, sana madami na nagsalita noon that time. Diba? Knowing na hindi masyadong close si Pastor Apollo Kibuloy kay Noynoy Aquino. So, good evening, kabibig at mga kapatid, Lucy Tunpalan, thank you for watching. And I really appreciate your time and effort na nandyan kayo manood sa aking live. Kahit konti lang tayo dito, no? I am really proud and I'm very happy that you're always there for me supporting my videos. And ang pangit na mga content mo, okay lang yung pagpangit ang content ko. At least, hindi man ako pangit. Diba? Mga ganun lang ba? Be happy lang tayo. Yung mga nega dyan, bahala ka. So, mga kabibig, ang sinabi ko, hindi ako mag 1 hour ng live. It's because I don't want to destroy my voice. My golden voice. Alam nyo na. So, gusto ko lang mag-share ng nakita ko kayo sa TikTok, sa Twitter, at I want to know your comments and your ideas, your political views regarding this issue. Not trending is just Twitter and also in the TikTok platform. So, what do you think? That's what I'm asking you guys. And you can also comment down below and you can share this video to your friends if you want them to know about what's trending news in the Philippines right now. And if you want them to know what we are experiencing in the Philippines, we cannot classify Kibuloy, the church and state are separate. This is discrimination against religious. I do agree on your healthy lifestyle, Moy. And thank you for always supporting my YouTube videos, my channel, and I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I do believe that there are some people who don't like me, who don't like my content, who don't like my topic in my YouTube channel, but I do really understand you because we have different political views, we have different understanding on the situation right now. So thank you again sa mga bashers ko. I do really appreciate your time for watching me. Good evening, LCTVJ forever. Thank you. And that's the end of my live. I will just have 15 or until 20 minutes live in my YouTube channel. And again, thank you very much for those who really share and comment and like this video. Please do like this video so that we can, keep on doing such live interactions, doing live during particularly if possible every night. Diba? Ay, nag-use English ko. Oh my God. Happy lang everyone. And don't worry about the people out there. The negative is not happy. Kaya nga, it's all be happy. But I do understand their point of views. Kasi we cannot control them as they cannot control us because we have our different perspectives. We have our different opinion regarding a certain matter, a certain issues in the Philippines. So I do really appreciate them also. Okay? Patapos na kapala, reply ko na lang. Stay safe always. Thank you, Miss Elsie. And thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining, my love. And bye, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye. By the way, God bless. And for those who have a lot of problems right now, always remember that God will always there for you. Just call our Almighty Father and He will always listen to you and believe on Him and have faith on Him. That's my last to say on this line. Bye, everyone.